Now again, you want to skip this last space here after your large motif, and working in this next one, you want to put a double crochet. And of course, after I did my double crochet here, I chained 3, so just to let you know, you're still doing the double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3. The double crochet, chain 3. And then you'll do the same thing in the next one. Find the center chain, double crochet, and chain 3. Now, before the large motif again here, you'll want to skip this and go right into the cluster again. Now you'll be repeating this for your whole row, and you should have 1, 2, 3 spaces in between each of your large motifs. Then when you get to the end here, this half one here, again you'll skip the one before the large motif, and then you'll go right into the chain, center chain here, do a double crochet, chain 3, do it for the next one as well, double crochet in the center chain, 1, 2, 3, and then the next one as well, double crochet. Now we're at the very end here, and you want to use the top 2 chains again. So we're going to do a chain of 3 again, and then you're going to this chain of 4, using the first top of the chain to do a double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, then using the next chain, you put a double crochet. And that's how you end round 9. So for round 10, you want to start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. Now you want to skip over to this one. So you have your first double crochet, the chain 1, and then double crochet. In this double crochet, you'll want to put 5 double crochets, all worked in the same stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then chain 3, and you want to skip over. We're skipping 1, 2, and then this third one in between these last 2 clusters, basically in this chain space here, you'll put a double crochet. Then chain 3, and then you're going to be doing double crochet, chain 3 here, here, and then we'll be working our way up. So I'll stick with you because it's going to be a little different here. I'm going to be doing a lot of double crochet, chain 3, moving to the next center, the chain, 3 space, and then chain 3 again. And then now we're moving here along these chain 3 spaces on top of our motif. We're going to continue our double crochet and chain 3. And then the next space we're going to skip, and the next space after that we're going to skip, and we're going to be using the little V place that we had here. Where is it? Here. Where we're using our chain 3, we did 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1 double crochet. I'm almost off screen again. This is our center of our motif. This is our little V we had. 1 chain, you did double crochet, skip, chain 3, double crochet. Now we're going to be working in these 2 now. So you're going to skip all the way over, and in this first double crochet of the V stitch, you're going to want to put 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, and then the middle chain, the chain 3, you want to put a double crochet. Then again, chain 1, and then the other part here, the other double crochet, you want to put 5 double crochets inside the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You recognize it? It's the same as we did here. We're starting this pattern again. So then after you do your 5 double crochets, you want to chain 3. Then again, you want to skip over this space, and in this space here, you want to put a double crochet. Then chain 3. The next chain 3 space, do a double crochet, chain 3, next space. You're going to be repeating exactly from here, like you just finished your 5 double crochets. It's just like here when you did the 5 double crochets to start with. So between each of your large motifs, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should have 6 spaces in between. 5, 6, yes, 6 spaces in between. So just continue down your row, and when you get to the end here and you reach your large motif, you get to this first section. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections in between. I have 1, 2, 3. So I just wanted to double check. It's hard to count on the chart sometimes when it's changing on this row. So you do want to keep continuing down. Then your chain 3 and double crochet all the way to the end of your row, leaving the last 2 sections. The last 2 spaces are supposed to be empty. And you're supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have my 5 spaces. I'm about to get my 6th when I make this next move. So you skip this next 2, and then the last 2 stitches, one is a double crochet and one is the chain 4 from the previous round. So in this double crochet here, you'll want to put 5 double crochets worked into that stitch. So this double crochet here, put 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I only have the chain here. So what you want to do is now chain 1 after you do your 5, and then in the top of the chain, the first chain, or actually the second. So you skip the first chain, and then to the second, you'll put a double crochet. And that ends row 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Okay, so for row 11, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. Now you want to work 2 double crochets in that same beginning double crochet here. So work 2 double crochets in the same double crochet. Then chain 1, and then working on the tops of our double crochet here, you want to do that cluster. So you'll yarn over, go into the first double crochet, pull through only 2, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through only 2, just like you did before, basically gathering. Yarn over, pull up a loop, only pull through 2 till you've gone through all 5 of them. 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 6 loops and chain 1. And then you want to chain 3, and in the center of this next chain, do a double crochet. Then chain 3, next set of 3, double crochet. And you'll continue to do this till you make it back up to your big motif again. Let me count how many spaces. Okay, this is the this is the 5, and you still have to put one in between, before it. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Let me check the graph here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. You need 7, which is we're about to make the 7th now. So I want you to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to work our cluster on top of our double crochet like we just did at the beginning, drawing up a loop and pulling through only 2. That's all of it. 6 on the 6 loops. Then you want to chain to secure it, and then you want to chain 1 again. Then you, in the middle here in the double crochet, you want to put 5 double crochets worked into this single double crochet, just like you did at the beginning in that first motif that we did. After you have your 5 double crochets, you again want to chain 1, and then you'll do your cluster here on this side as well. Pull through all 4. Then after the last cluster, you want to chain 3. And the very next space, you will put your double crochet. Now this is basically the repeat. This is like the last cluster. This is the beginning of cluster of the next one. In between, you should have 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Continue down the line until you reach the last 5 double crochets of your row, and I'll show you what to do then. I've worked all the way to the end. I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces, and I'll have my 7th when I start this one. The very last 5 double crochets of the row, you want to chain 3 before starting it. Then you want to do your cluster as usual, using these 5 double crochets here. Then you'll pull through all 6 loops, chain 1 to secure, and then you want to chain 1, and then working in the second chain, so there's a chain of 4, so not the first chain but the next chain, you'll want to put 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and that is the end of row 11. So for row 12, you want to chain 3, turn, and working in the 3 double crochets that you just did here on the end, the chain 3 counts as 1. Then you want to go right into the next double crochet, pull up a loop, only pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next double crochet, pull up a loop, pull through only 2, 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3 loops. Then chain 3, and then in the chain in between here you want to put a double crochet, the chain that's in between these two. And then in the next chain 3 area here, you want to put a double crochet in the center. And then you'll be working your way doing chain 3, putting it in the center of the next ones, all the way until you reach your large motif again. Okay, I lost my big light, so for this row I'm going to only have my little light, but I want to finish this row. So anyway, I'm continuing to do my chain 3s. I'm moving here. I made it to my big motif. And now you want to do a double crochet in that chain in between these, the cluster and the chain, the double crochet 5 here. Of that chain space in between. So far from where I started, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. And if you want to count this little one at the beginning, then I guess it would be 9. Anyway, I'll figure it out here in a minute. I guess you do count that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To this next one, which would be my 10th space. So from the end of this little cluster on this side all the way to the center of my motif, I should have 10 spaces. So you'll chain 3, and then now you're going to be working your cluster over this 5, DC of 5. Six loops on the hook, yarn over, chain to secure, and then you want to do another chain 3, and then working a double crochet here in this chain in between. Sorry about the light. I'm going to go ahead and quit filming after this one. I just wanted to finish this row for you. Okay, so now we're going to be doing a double crochet, chain 3, into this next space here after this cluster. And basically now you're up to here, and you're going to be doing your chain 3 and putting a double crochet in each one. And then of course here in the chain space, chain 3, do your cluster, chain 3, double crochet again in the chain space, chain 3, and then in the next chain 3 space, and you just continue over and over and over again for the whole row. And then when you get to the end and you're ready again to start on your big cluster, I'll show you how to end this row. So I made it to the end here, and there's my cluster, and then there's my 2 double crochets in my beginning chain from last row. So I have my double crochet chain 3, and I'm going to work a double crochet again in this chain space in between. And then for the end here, I don't cover myself up here. Here we go. So after your double crochet, again, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and using the double crochets and the chain space, we're going to be putting another cluster here. So you go into the first double crochet, pull through 2, yarn over, go to the next double crochet, pull through 2, and then you'll be going through the top of the chain 3. If I can find it here. Ugh. It'll be hard to find it. And then pull through 2. 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. And I left you when we were on row 12. Now we're about to start row 13. So what you want to do is you want to, let me get just a little closer for you. You want to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and turn. Now in this first chain 3 space between this cluster and this double crochet, you want to do a double crochet in that center chain. Then you want to chain 3, then find the next center chain and put a double crochet. Then chain 3, find the next center chain and put a double crochet. Okay, that'll bring us to our big motif. So you want to start by chaining 3, and then you want to skip over 1, 2 double crochets, and then this third double crochet you want to do like you did for this big motif here, which is put 6 triple crochets and chain 1, and then 1 triple crochet to finish it. So you'll have a total of 7 triple crochets. So let's start with our first yarn over twice, go into that double crochet, and we'll want to do a triple crochet, chain 1. So do this 6 times, triple crochet, chain 1. Do it 6 times, and I'll see you back here in a moment. 6 triple crochets and chain 1, and then we want to finish it off by doing a triple crochet, which will give us 7 triple crochets in the same stitch. And then you want to chain 3. And then we again want to skip 1, 2 double crochets, and then in between this one. So you'll skip 1, 2, and then before you get to the third, you'll want to do a double crochet in this chain 3 section. Like that. And then you want to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Find the next chain 3 section, put a double crochet, chain 1. Then again in this next chain 3 space, double crochet, chain 3, find the next chain 3 space, double crochet, chain 3, find the next one. We need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spaces here. So we have our big one. Then we have one. Oops, here I forgot to actually chain 3. Whoops. But y'all saw that on camera and was like, Candy, you're forgetting. And I can't hear you. So focus on looking at this chart. 1, 2, 3. So you continue your chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, till you get your 5 little spaces. So it's big one here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spaces. Whoops. There's a big one here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spaces there. And then we chain 3 again. We're about ready to make our big motif again. And again, you want to skip 1, 2, and then this third, you want to do your triple crochets, just like you did before. So I'm going to go ahead and let you do that. And you'll be repeating this pattern for the whole row, from here to the next big motif. And you'll have 6 total spaces, I should say 7 total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total spaces in between each large motif. So do that, and I'll see you when you get to the end of the row. Finish my large motif, and I'm getting close to the end of the round. Again, you skip the 2 double crochets, and then in the center of this one you put your double crochet, just like you were doing through the whole row. Now at the end here, you'll chain 3, and you'll also, in this space here, put a double crochet. Then again you want to chain 3, and then in the center here, this last little space, it's also a chain 3, so put 1 in there. And then you finish it by chaining 1, and then here at the top of the cluster from last row, you'll put a double crochet. And that's how you end row 13. Now row 14, you want to start by chaining 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. turn, and you want to skip past this double crochet, chain 1, double crochet we just did last round, and skip on over to this first chain 3 section and put a double crochet in the center chain. Chain 3, move over to the next chain 3 section, put a double crochet in that center chain. And then you want to chain 3, and then we're going to start just like we did before. The first of the triple crochets, you want to put 2 double crochets inside this first stitch, and then you'll be putting a double crochet in the chain spaces and then in the triple crochet spaces, just like you did before with your large motif here. So you'll only be putting 2 double crochets in the first and last triple crochet. Remember, you're working in the chains and the triple crochets. So continue to do that. At the end, you should have 15 double crochets. Your 15 double crochets. Chain 3. And you'll be skipping this first chain 3 section and going into the next one here, putting a double crochet. Then you'll chain 3, go into the next chain 3 section, do a double crochet. Chain 3. You'll want to continue to do this 1, 2, 3, 4. For a total of 4 times. So that's 1. This is 2. 1, 2, 3. This is 3. And this is 4. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Then chain 3. And we're ready to start our next large motif in the center. So continue this pattern from here to here. And a total, like when I connect this one to here, it'll give me my last space on this side. So you'll have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces in between each large motif. So continue that for the row, and at the end of the row I'll show you how to finish my large motif on the end here, and then you skip this first section just like you did before, and you put your first double crochet in the next chain 3 space. Then chain 3 and put a double crochet in the center chain of the next chain 3 space. Then chain 3, and now in the, find where I am here, oh, in the second chain, so 1, 2, in the second chain here, and this chain 4 here at the end, you'll want to put a double crochet, and this will end row 14.